Hello, buddy. My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to Ascension Fighting Chaos, aka Project FNF, aka that one project that's been seemingly on hiatus for the last 4 months. Yes, welcome to another devlog. This is devlog 30 in a series in which I explain the progress made on my current project, and today I'll be showing you just some of the progress we've made over the last 4 months. So, the biggest change, I think, and the one I'm most proud of, is right here. If you look, you will see that there are some big gaps in the items list. That's because these gaps used to be where you could get costumes. But now costumes aren't items anymore. Originally, you would get a costume as an item, you would use that item, and that character would change costumes. Now, costumes are actually item slots. They are armor slots, rather. And you actually equip them to change your costume, which is not only more intuitive and how it works in most games that I've seen, but also it's nicer. It's because it's a lot less of an annoying process to change your character's costume. So yeah. Let's see. There is a costume for every single character, multiple costumes, and all but one set of actually, no, all but one set of costumes, being the school outfits, are obtainable just by playing the game. They've all been implemented correctly, and now you can actually get them. And the way it works, actually, is I'll just briefly explain it because I know it's boring. Basically, we have this parallel event that runs every frame, a la Yandere Sim, and it checks to see what costume everyone is wearing, and that's it. But this event only works when this switch is on, and this switch is turned off during things like combat. So, things like that basically mean that during combat where special costumes are forced onto the player, i.e., well, I think I'll just not say the examples because they are pretty spoilery for late game and the end of the second chapter. But we'll just say that there are points in the game where the character's costumes will be forcefully changed, and so this will be disabled to stop that. And maybe there will be like there'll be a part of the game that forces, like maybe an option that forces this off if you want to, but like. I know, for now, it runs fine. It's not like we're running 2,000 lines of code a second, or like not a second, 2,000 lines of code every 60th of a second. It runs fine. There is no impact on the game's performance because of it. And until it does start causing problems, I'm gonna leave it like this. So yeah. Next up is, as you can see here conveniently, this NPC in the item shop of Frare will give you a quest line that results in getting the fusion quest. Basically, it just checks how many items, weapons, and armors you fused, puts them together, and then it will give you a reward based on how much you have. So, for example, if you get 10 items fused, you get an HP boost, If you get 50, you get an elixir. If you get 100, you get the transmutation application, which is essentially a way to fuse items wherever you are by using Pyra's phone. So that's nice. It's a lot more convenient that way than just, having to go to the nearest like shop or whatever that has a fusion area. Next up is the space time. I've finished adding all the locations that I think I mentioned in another devlog, like special landmarks that can help you know, oh hey, this is where I am. We have the Coliseum of Space-Time, the Infinite Hotel, and the Multiverse Shop. I think I touched on at least the Infinite Hotel in the other devlogs, but I'll go over all three of them again. Essentially, the Infinite Hotel, it's a hotel you can stay at in space-time. It has a shop, you can get costumes from it, and there's also a nice little place to get food. And that's basically it, just a little inn inside space-time. Multiverse Shop, it's a shop with like a fusion area, as well as a lot of items. Basically most, and including Void. It sells Void, so if you don't want to grind for Void, you can buy it, but I'm pretty sure it's like, yeah, it's one of the most expensive items in the game. You'd be better off just killing enemies for it. But you can buy it if you don't feel like grinding. So yeah. But then you have to start grinding for money, and that's a whole nother thing. And that way at the cost of space time. If you've played Hollow Knight or Kingdom Hearts, you know what this is. You fight waves of enemies until you get to the final wave where you fight the boss. There's only one battle, which is like one of these like sets of waves, and there's only one boss to it. But I do plan on adding more later, potentially with characters from other games appearing, depending on if I can find some potential collaborators. But that being said, that likely won't happen until after we get most of the graphics done, the game looks more presentable, and we're closer to an actual demo release. And we'll get to that later, by the way. And lastly is the thing we talked about last devlog, which is the... if I can just pull it up. The fucking ocean. It is partially, basically all done. You can explore the ocean pads, you can access these caves, there's a chest here if you want one. Only has water arrows. Better write this shit down. You don't know what it'll be here in the demo or not. And then, as you saw, we have more caves. I literally got these maps yesterday, so they're not implemented at all. But, yeah, they're there, and they're going to be added. And there'll be more stuff to explore in the fucking ocean, which is cool. But that's it. We finished the fucking ocean. And that aside, that's basically everything we've gotten achieved in the last 4 months. Maybe like, wow, Jay, that's like not a lot. Great job, great job. But yeah, as you can tell, we've been busy for the last couple months, and that is why I did set aside some plans for the future of things that could hopefully get progress done over the next couple months. And if you're wondering what those are, well, I mean, it's kind of obvious I'm going to tell you, so let me just tell you real quick. So first off, the first main one is simply finish more bits of optional content. I want to finish this stuff, just like things like maybe add another wave in the Coliseum, add like finish adding the last few side quests that I've been working on, etc. Because I want to get closed beta testing started sooner rather than later. I wanted to get it set out once we had more original music and more original graphics. But I'm gonna be honest, at this rate, that's gonna take fucking forever. Because I'm gonna be completely honest, we have not made any progress on art. I think maybe almost a year now. Probably less than that. Maybe even like a couple months less than that, but like still, we haven't made progress in a long time when it comes to art, and we've made no progress in regards to music for literally over a year. So yeah. And that's where the next thing comes in. Over the next couple months, I'm going to get a new PC. I'm going to save up the money from my job, because I've been using that money to like buy a car and stuff. And I'm going to get a new PC, because the one I have right now is like 5 years old-ish, and it was made on a budget of $600 even at the time I made it. So like, it's definitely not a good PC nowadays. So I want to make that. And the reason I'm telling you guys that is because once that's done, the money I get from my job, the spare cash, will probably get used towards commissioning people to make music for the game. So that way, we get an actual soundtrack going along. Because we still only have like roughly 11 songs, one of which is just the title theme but backwards, and the other is an unused song that our former composer Jack made before leaving the team. So yeah, we still have a lot of progress to do before we have a demo ready for just Act 1 alone. And that's where we continue to getting started on Act 2. We have been waiting for so long to get started on Act 2 because we want to get a demo out first, but now we kind of realize if we do not make progress on the next couple acts before the demo comes out, we will literally be stuck in development hell for like a decade. And there's no way in hell I want to work on this game for that long. So, yeah, getting started on Act 2 will be something we're going to prioritize probably sometime after we get the closed beta started. And as for when that will start, maybe it'll be ready by the game's 3-year development anniversary. Who knows? But that aside, that's basically it for this little devlog update thing. I didn't want to go all out and make the editing and stuff good because I don't have time for that because I have a job, like a full-time job, and I don't have the free time to actually work on that stuff anymore, which sucks. What are you gonna do about it? Anyways, though, that's it for this video. If you liked it, just do the usual stuff: like, subscribe, comment, bake a pie, drink orange juice, make brownies. I don't know, and yeah, if you, I was about to literally just restate the if you like, subscribe stuff. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Yeah. Goodbye.